Hello and welcome to the Will Make You podcast. My name is Logan.
And I'm Stephanie.
Stephanie, my
Yes.
favorite concubine.
Concubine, huh?
Mhm.
I feel like you make up these words.
It's a real word.
Did you Google it before we did this?
No, I read it somewhere, and then I really wanted to say it at some
Yeah.
point today, so I thought I'd say it here.
All right. And I don't know if it's a made up word or not, so I'm going to take your word for it.
I think it's kind of the same meaning as harlot.
Oh, okay. So hooker. You're calling me a hooker?
Yes, I am.
That's fine with me.
Ancient insults with Logan and Stephanie. How are you?
I am fine.
Hmm.
I feel like my brain might be melting a little. Okay, so I've always had TikTok, like everyone, whatever. But I've never wanted to create anything on TikTok ever. No desire. But for whatever reason, like 3 days ago, I fell in, and I don't just fall in things lightly. I go deep and I can't stop TikToking. Like I'm just walking around looking at everything thinking like, how can I make this to a video? I've been ignoring my children. I've been ignoring my work. My house is still clean, but I'm obsessed. It's ridiculous. I hope it goes away soon.
Yeah, TikTok is.
I can feel my brain like melting in my head. And I'm like, yeah, I guess what else am I using it for? It's fine. But it's bad. I hope this is a phase that I get out of fast. Even my daughter already, she's like, Mom, I think you're becoming possessed. And I'm like, do you mean obsessed? And she's like, both.
Yeah, same.
So whatever.
I mean, you are the type of person that goes all in
I'm
anyway.
all in, yeah.
And TikToks have been known to be addicting.
Insane.
So
like I've always kind of like thought I was doom scrolling, but like it's really doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Like I feel myself dying as I'm doing this. But
ouch.
But it is what it is. Hopefully it's my phases usually don't last long where you just look at my boobs.
Of course not.
What else? Oh, I have a fun story about Kansas related to our last episode.
Okay.
The dreams and sleeping.
Right. Oh yeah.
So it was a couple nights ago. He wakes up sometimes in the middle of the night and I throw a pacifier and he goes back to sleep. But he literally was sitting up in his cute little sleep sack laughing hysterically. Like laughing. And I went to put the pacifier in his mouth and he didn't want it. And he was just laughed for maybe 30 seconds and then just laid back down. And I was like, I think I'd prefer a night terror over that. I mean, it was freaky. Like a night terror, I'm like, oh, that's a night terror. Like this isn't a book. But just the sitting up in his sleep sack laughing at me, it really, I was I couldn't fall back asleep right away. It was bizarre.
Yeah, a little disturbing.
Yeah. But so I don't know. That was fun.
Yeah.
I saw a very handsome man at the gym the other day.
Like, do tell me
10
more.
10 out of 10. Okay. I saw him walk by and I was like, okay. And then I went to the ab area. And this motherfucker takes off his socks and he's sitting in a public area that he's sharing with other humans with no socks on. And he put like things between his toes to do toe yoga. I don't fucking know. But toga. His feet, oh my, help me, fucking hair and yellow. And like he went from a 10 literally to a 2.5. Like a man's feet, like they don't need it. Your feet aren't treasures, but at least they're like clean. Your toenails are cut. Like a man's feet, that's a deal breaker for me. Do you have any weird deal breakers?
Weird deal breakers.
Like not just, oh, her personality sucks. Like Seinfeld weird deal breakers.
Seinfeld weird.
You know, like
BBL. No, I don't know. I feel like maybe I tell myself I don't just because I don't want to be like superficial. But secretly, there would be certain things that are probably just.
I mean, my hands almost turned you off to me.
I mean, yeah.
That's terrible.
I know, and I feel bad.
I mean, my hands, they're like witch hands, but I'm a hard worker.
They're calloused.
I have calloused, hardworking hands, but yeah, you told me that you're grossed out by them.
Yeah, the first time we held hands, I was kind of like,
terrible. Oh my God. You never made that sound.
No, wow. All right, I'm exaggerating
I'm
a little bit,
sorry.
but
I'm sorry, Abba.
to be fair, I also never thought we'd end up here
Yeah. Yeah.
6
So besides,
plus
well,
years
the
later.
callous hands, it wasn't that much of a deal breaker.
Well, I got over it.
Yeah.
You were worth it. You were worth it.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
The boobs offset the calluses.
Yes.
Yeah. That's usually how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you, Logan? What's new in the life of
Oh, nothing much.
the man in the blue shirt?
Nope. Yep. I like blue. That's all. I like blue. I should have booked a haircut.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
It's going crazy, and now I'm screwed for several more days probably. So, although I do want to grow it out. You and I have talked about this.
Yeah, I'm into man buns. I have no shame.
I'm not
into a man bun.
I'm not opposed. I'm torn because I've wanted a certain hairstyle for like 10 years, but I've never quite gotten.
Hairstyle is that?
Well, also my hair just won't do that really. Like my hair is
Well, what's that? What's the hairstyle?
Brad Pitt in Fury.
I've never seen it.
It's a pretty good movie. It's
Well,
about
I'm care about the hair.
Yeah,
not
it's
the movie.
it's
What's it? Describe the hair to me.
it's like the standard cut,
That
cut
means
of
nothing to me.
2014, just like shaved on the sides,
Okay.
long on top, and like kind of slicked back.
Okay. No, you have curly hair. That's
I know.
not going to happen.
I know it doesn't work. It's depressing. That's what I've always wanted.
I want a man bun.
And the thing about growing out a man bun is I would, I probably some upkeep, still getting it trimmed here and there, right? But at some point, you're probably not really going to need your barber anymore, maybe, presumably.
I mean, women have long hair and they still have to go to the barber.
That's true. That's true.
But
that's the thing. I go to a barber, and I like her. I don't want her to lose a client, so I'm conflicted.
Oh, okay.
do I pursue a certain hairstyle?
Mm-hmm.
But rescind my business?
I think she'll live.
She'll probably live. She'll probably be fine.
Well, I'm team man bun, so I think you should go for it. I think the worst part's going to be the awkward, like, growing out phase, though. Like, what are you doing it's at your ears?
Right.
You know what I mean? And your hair is curly, so
it's insane.
It would look quite amusing. But we don't see people anyway. You work at night in the dark.
And I have to wear a hat a lot at work.
So. All right, enough about the man bun.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's it? Nothing?
I mean, no.
How are your video games going?
Oh, pretty swell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of shouting upstairs recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a good game?
It's been fun.
It doesn't sound fun.
It's weird.
From down here.
Yeah. And no, it's been fun.
Did I back you into a corner here?
No. I'm perfectly okay with it. I am overly competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing with my twin brother, so we were getting after it. But it's very enjoyable, but also I like winning. So when we're not doing that, I get frustrated. Unfortunately, it's a very sad complex I have.
Yeah. So what are we talking about today?
Well, first of all, I have some bad news for you.
Oh, no.
Okay. If you were waiting on some methamphetamine, it might be late.
Why?
It's going to be late. Yeah. Yeah, because the Border Patrol recently seized an estimated $5 million worth of meth.
Okay.
At the border.
For whatever reason, that number doesn't seem huge to me, $5 million.
Well,
I feel like
it weighed about 4,000 pounds.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah.
They were disguised as watermelons. Watermelons.
Oh, I think I heard this.
Did you?
No, wasn't there a celery one too?
Yes, that was much smaller.
Oh, okay.
Much smaller.
Yeah.
But that was like $750K worth of meth.
Huh.
Okay. And
don't people just cook meth in their basement? Isn't that?
I mean, you got to get it somewhere.
You hear about meth labs?
Right.
I've seen Breaking Bad. You can go to fucking Home Depot and make it.
Well, apparently the cartels in Mexico like to
ship it out.
Give us their goodies. But yeah, they were disguised as watermelons.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some images of these watermelons. And I'm like, dude, come on. It's like, it was on a big rig, like a full tractor trailer, I guess.
Yeah.
Some sort. I'm assuming it was enclosed because the watermelons, if you even look at them a little bit, you can fucking tell. It's like, it
Yeah.
looks like paper mache.
Wow. Did they
Like,
find out, like, is somebody in trouble for it, or they're on the hunt?
they're probably on the hunt still, I think. I mean, obviously the driver is
Well,
toast
there
unless
goes my weekend
he'll
plans.
probably cooperate, you
My
know.
methy weekend
Yeah.
plans.
So I just want to let everybody know, might be a meth
Your
shortage,
PSA.
little meth shortage coming up here, but hopefully we'll get through it.
Nice.
This cat
I know.
better not.
It's gonna happen.
Don't do it.
He's gonna jump on
This motherfucker.
all the equipment. Okay.
So, but yeah, I guess they have this Operation Apollo that they launched last year to try and collect more.
Why Apollo?
I don't know. That's what it's named. They had to
We
come
have
up.
all that. They had to come up with a name, so they used one that's been used 1,000
Yeah,
times.
cool name.
I mean, there's a
Apollo.
lot of cool names.
I mean, maybe Apollo is relevant in some way to this.
Okay.
I have no idea. But yeah, it was more of an anti-fentanyl thing, apparently.
Fentanyl's
So
not fun. Fentanyl has ruined. We've discussed this.
Yeah.
Fentanyl has ruined all fun.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it doesn't really affect me because I've never done drugs, but
me either.
Two Lies and a Truth with Logan and Stephanie.
So, anything else? Any more fun news stories? When
No.
did this happen? Like,
I think it was like August 20th.
Oh, you think it was August 20th at 1:15 p.m.
Specifically. Yeah. I mean, so it's several days old now, but
Fun.
But still, we're going to be feeling the trickle down effect of the lack of meth.
All right. Speaking of meth,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a proper segue, but today I wanted to talk about alternative medicines, alternative therapies.
Right.
Meth could be one. We could find a use for it. They do ketamine treatments.
Yeah, that's no thanks.
That seems great.
Sus.
What do you mean?
Sus.
My a girl I knew had PTSD from like a breakup, whatever. But she
any excuse to do ketamine.
Yeah,
dude.
well, it's really expensive though. But she did it all the time. She said it helped.
Huh.
I mean, I'd be down. I actually looked into it. It's pretty expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I don't think insurance covers it right now, and it's like $400 a session. It was whatever it was. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just go find it in the street. It's a lot cheaper.
I've not heard great things.
What?
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Just anecdotally, just from.
It's like a controlled trip. What's not great about that?
Well, I guess if that's how you feel.
Okay, so I want to talk about as alternative therapies.
Right.
I would like to discuss the ones that I have done myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know maybe? It has to do with my bowels.
I may have a suspicion.
I did colonic hydrotherapy. Did you know that? This was years ago. So I have a problem not shitting. Like I don't shit regularly. Like when you say pretty girls don't poop, yeah, that's 100% true for me.
Like unironically true.
So every 10 years I'll go through like I'm gonna fix this,
Right.
And the last time I did that was with colonic. It's colonic irrigation therapy. Is what it's called. Do you know what it is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so they flush water into the large part of your intestines, your colon and stuff.
Sick.
And they try to get out all the junk and toxins that are stuck in there and hoping it will like clear you out and make everything work more properly.
Makes some kind of sense, I guess.
Yeah. And when I went in, the thing that sold me is I called this place because this is I didn't know anything about it. I want to talk to a human. I called this place and she told me, she's like, yeah, I did it. I did one the other day on a lady and a paperclip came out. She said she had a paperclip digesting in her intestines for however long.
Yummy.
And I was like, sold. You got a paperclip out of her butthole. Like I'm sold. Let's do this.
You can get anything.
So certain like hospitals will do colonics, but I went to a super crunchy place, like very hipster, it smelled like patchouli when I walked in the door.
Nice.
And I did not realize that she would be manually inserting water into my intestines through my butthole. And this isn't just a one-shot deal. It's not like an enema. So I was so awkward, man. So I have to lay sideways on a bed and she stuck a tube in my butthole. And she would pump water in a little bit at a time, drain it out, and let it go up a little further and drain it out. So so I just sat there while she did it, and she's talking to me. She's like, "So, do you have any kids? Do you have a dog?" I'm like, "Ma'am, your hand is in my butthole, and you're like sucking water out of it. I cannot have this
Ew.
conversation right now." I bought like 5 treatments, so I had to keep going. And then when you're finished, they give you a heating pad for your belly
Aw.
and an open door with the toilet open, and because the rest of the water needs to come out somehow that they haven't gotten out,
Okay.
and it's just you feel it, you gotta go. It
Huh.
was crazy and it didn't work. It didn't do a damn thing. I really hoped it would, but so that is my experience with alternative therapies.
That's your only one?
No,
Oh.
this again is pertaining to my butthole. I did coffee enemas.
I've heard of those.
Yeah, for the same reason. I don't know. I probably saw it on a TLC show or something, but
Right.
um yeah, I tried it. That also did not work, and I later found out that they can do pretty bad things too.
Oh, no. Gotta love that.
Yeah, you can get like colitis, which is inflammation of the lining, which is the opposite, of what I'm
Literally.
going for. Inflammation of your rectum, and there's been like deaths associated
Hmm.
with coffee enemas.
Eh.
So the thing I didn't even think about, like something bad could happen. I was just worried I'd get hyper before bed if I put coffee up my butt. But it did alas, it did not work, and I am still a non-shitter.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's fun for me.
Well,
Have you tried any? Your family's pretty earthy and anti-medicine.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, the way I grew up, I was kind of like, I didn't even like taking aspirin or something,
Yeah,
like if I
Tylenol.
can, unless it was absolutely necessary.
I broke you of that.
Yes. Yeah, no, I don't really mind now, but no, I've never done any kind of therapy at all.
Oh, like mental therapy you haven't done either?
Nothing.
So I have a fun one for that too. I don't know if it was really like considered alternative therapy. It was just a weird fucking therapist. She made me walk around her office with a pillow on my head while she asked me questions about my life.
Just with a pillow over your
With the
head?
couch pillow, she said, "Put it on your head and walk around the office, and I'm going to talk to you."
Huh.
Yeah, that eventually I said, "Why the fuck am I doing this?" And
Right.
she told me she wanted it was kind of good. She wanted me to understand how much strain doing thinking about something stupid was affecting my life. So like thinking about keeping the pillow on my head was stupid, and
Yeah.
that was causing me stress and strain. I got it. I got the metaphor, but it was fucking weird.
Right.
It was weird.
Huh.
I fired her because I did because I broke up with her because she would talk about movies a lot. Like
Oh.
half of the sessions would be about. She told me to go home and watch Moonstruck, the Cher movie,
Oh, nice.
and
Yeah,
it
it's
had
great.
nothing to do. I'm like, what the fuck am I paying you $120 an hour for? So I, after the Moonstruck suggestion,
She's just trying to like
it was weird. Yeah.
make it so she doesn't have to work as
Yeah. She's
much,
like, go home and watch Moonstruck
Yeah.
for your home. I'm like, okay. I was waiting for some like epiphany.
Yeah, right.
And no,
Nothing.
I'm like, oh,
Okay.
Cher's hot in this, I guess.
Have
But
you
yeah,
have you seen Le Chocolat?
yeah. So I broke up with her.
Well
But
deserved.
yeah. Well.
What a hack.
All right. Give me
Just
some of
kidding.
your, some. Tell me some.
Well, yeah, some of the ones that I was thinking of, I looked into acupuncture a little bit
That doesn't seem crazy.
because that one was out, but it always
I had an appointment and I canceled.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
I mean, but that's
They're
like
putting sharp
ancient
things.
China. I feel like that's not so crazy.
I think it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
I don't know though, but it is of Chinese origin.
Yeah.
And it goes back like over 2,000 years, and it's like traditionally, it's you want to restore the chi in your body, and they're targeting these meridians, which are like these different, I don't know, veins that the chi flows through. So there's these different points.
I didn't feel like it was all chi. I thought it was
Traditionally.
more like nerves, and I don't fucking know.
Well, see,
I canceled my appointment.
It's gone in that direction as it's come west,
Mm-hmm.
but there's still like scientific studies are still very skeptical of as to how effective it is.
It's pretty popular. I mean, everybody knows acupuncture.
Right.
I was going to do it for fertility when I couldn't get pregnant with my first. And then I got knocked up and I was like, cancel.
Whoops.
Save myself.
Shouldn't be doing that. But the Yeah, I don't know. I just it became a little bit more suspect to me because apparently there were some studies done in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Japan, and they were all like unanimously positive. Like,
What?
yep, this works. But it's originated there.
Yeah.
So studies were much more mixed as it came here, and a lot of scientists think it's more placebo effect.
Well,
So
speaking of China,
China.
you know about the the urine therapy, don't you?
I mean, a little. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about it.
The Chinese originated that too.
I mean, I don't know if
I
they
think.
originated it, but
No,
it's popular over there,
it's
I
popular
guess.
over there.
Or
That's what I should
is it
say.
popular? I don't know.
Yes,
It's
they drink
weird.
pea eggs.
It's weird.
Do
Oh,
you know about the pea
they
eggs?
eat pea
Yeah,
eggs.
sorry,
Yes.
they eat
I'm aware.
pea
I know
eggs.
it's not just any pea, okay?
It's little boy
It's got to be
pea.
little boy pea.
And
They're
so
fucking weird over
for
there.
the people, don't that's mean
Well,
and judgy.
excuse me, but
They're different.
that's a weird.
Just because they're different doesn't make them weird. This
That's
is
a
2024, motherfucker.
how about I just say that's a weird act? Then?
Yes. So
Redacted.
I think that I want to talk about the pea eggs.
Of course.
I think for the people who don't enjoy drinking the urine,
Mm.
they boil eggs in urine and then they eat those.
Yeah, makes total sense.
But why? I mean, okay, so this, from what I understand about the urine therapy, is that our body, when we pee, gets rid of nutrients that our body doesn't need at that moment.
And toxins.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
And toxic. Yes, you're right. But just because it doesn't need it at the moment doesn't mean it's not good for you. So people think if they drink it,
yeah,
they're being healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And they say you can put it on boo-boos.
Yep.
And wash
your
hair with it.
I don't buy it though.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple episodes on it, on that
My Crazy Obsession or
what
whatever.
the hell's it called?
On TLC.
Yeah. My Strange Addiction.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right. There's been a couple episodes and I can't even fathom that.
Your pee would be fucking disgusting. You have the stinkiest coffee pee I ever smelled in
Yeah,
my life.
in the
I
morning.
make you spray, not even in the morning. You're persistent coffee. Your pee stinks. I make you spray like you shit. Like I get offended if I'm brushing my teeth and he pees and I'm like, spray something. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Yeah, I focus on the coffee. I go pretty hard on the coffee in the morning.
But yeah, the urine therapy. Well, can't we drink it if we're like have nothing else?
So
I watched that movie with James Franco.
If you're stranded on a desert or whatever,
then you can drink your pee.
And you like if it's death from dehydration or drink your pee, but it's not something that's recommended long term.
I don't think I could do it. I was watching videos just talking about it. Yeah. And I was gagging. I was at the gym watching the video. I was like, nah, nah, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't watch it. Yeah, so I doubt I could drink my own pee.
I'm sure it tastes awful. But the people that do this claim all kinds of things. It's got like anti-cancer.
Oh yeah. I saw some people claiming it cured them of cancer. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
It was maybe the chemo too, but
right.
They drink some pee in between. And
yeah, exactly.
Pee cured me. But
I'm not buying the pee at all.
Ugh, I mean, teach their own.
Not even a little bit. Apparently there was some dude in like the early 1900s who kind of, because again, this has been going on for a long time, mm-hmm. but this guy in the early 1900s, I guess, kind of, I don't know, revamped it in a sense. And he cited some biblical quote
about pee drinking,
about like drinking from your own well or some shit. And he's like, oh, we got to drink our own pee.
It couldn't be a well in the backyard.
That's what we got to drink our own pee.
Yep. Oh, the Bible's fun too.
Yeah. So people just, it's so weird. And I mean, pee is mostly water.
Not yours.
Like 95% water.
Yeah.
And apparently amniotic fluid.
Oh yeah, when we're babies, we drink our own pee.
It's mostly, it's after a certain point, I guess it's mostly made up of.
I heard that as an argument.
Of urine.
Like we did it in our mom's stomach, we should.
Right. It created a baby, so obviously you should drink it all the fucking time. Clearly.
Yeah. No, thank you. But so yeah, that one's a no.
Oh wait.
What?
Also,
What?
ancient Roman dentists used urine to whiten teeth.
Oh, did it work?
I mean, they used it to whiten teeth. Apparently, they would like make a
Because I got to
toothpaste
bleach my bottom teeth.
out of urine and goat's milk.
Well, fun.
Mm-hmm.
That
Learning
is,
all kinds of goodies here.
it's interesting.
So if you see those people smiling in the Coliseum watching gladiators,
with their goat piss toothpaste.
Oh, do you think their mouths? How do you think the mouth smelled with
That's all I could
urine
think
and
about when
goat's
I was
milk
watching that
toothpaste?
TLC show, my crazy obsession or addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And those two piss people, they weren't, they're washing their hair in it. And then they got, I smell like my baby's diaper after I haven't changed it in an hour and I want to throw him away. Like, I can't imagine. Ugh.
No, very gross.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
No?
No.
You don't want to talk about
I don't want, I'm thinking too hard about peeing. I don't
putting
like
it on
it.
your skin?
I don't like it. I don't like it. Do you got anything else?
It's supposed to have topical benefits as well.
I heard that. Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't want to talk about
All
it.
right. Yeah. We can talk about something else.
What about bee sting therapy?
Excuse me?
Bee sting therapy.
No shot.
You haven't heard of that? Bee venom?
No, what? Why would you want to do that?
I can't believe
I
you
just
never
got stung
heard
by a bee and it hurt.
Yeah, you did. It's called like apitherapy, API. I'm bad at words. But they use the honeybee venom. And a lot of people use it. Well, therapy side, they use it for skin cream and stuff. A lot of people use it. It's in a lot. Even when I go buy products, it'll say, I don't think it says bee venom, but it says something.
Pollen?
No,
Bee
it's not.
pollen,
No, it's the venom of the bees. I think
What?
they have I think they have a fancier word. So people use it for like arthritis and multiple sclerosis and like people in pain. They think the bee venom helps because it has anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, central nervous system inhibiting, antibacterial. There's a lot of other things that comes from bee venom.
No, I don't think so.
So either they give controlled like injections.
Okay.
They turn the venom into a powder and then you can give yourself injections of it. It's really expensive. You can buy it like I looked, it was on eBay and stuff. And I'm like, well, do they kill all the bees when they do it? And I guess they can either take the venom from like electric shock, the electric vibrations, and it makes it come out of the stinger and they don't die.
Sick.
Or you can manually like squeeze them and the venom comes out. And then
very humane.
I remember this because I saw a Netflix thing a long time ago, Unwell or whatever. But they went to like a bee stinging camp where they would just go get stung by the bees and then the bees die. They like said a prayer. They like stung them in certain places on their body and they're like, thank you, bee, for doing this for me. Yeah, but it's a thing.
How does it have anti-inflammatory properties? Doesn't it swell up when you get stung?
I don't know, but it does. I mean, I think those are like legitimate claims, but I don't think they help humans.
I feel like a lot of this is placebo stuff, you know?
Maybe.
Like,
I mean, maybe.
When you're doing something a little out of the box that you think is going to help you.
I mean, people in the olden days did it too, like the Egyptians and
the bee sting stuff?
Yeah, it's not new.
I would think not. Someone today is like, you know what? We gotta get stung by some bees, dude.
Yeah. Do you have any fun ones?
Well, while I was looking at acupuncture, I saw one that was somewhat related. Are you familiar with fire cupping?
Is that like the suction? Like when I see people at the store who have like big suction marks on their back? Yeah, I've seen people with that.
Yeah. Gives you like,
I think Madonna did or something and it got really popular.
Hickeys kind
of. Yeah. I've seen people walk around with them. I'm like, oh, they got the suction thing.
Yeah, it's weird. I was watching them do it, so they like.
What is it supposed to help?
This is another Asian one with like the chi and the hey.
Whoa, I know.
Hey,
I mean,
oh whoa.
Yeah, no, that wasn't nice. Okay.
Come on now.
Okay, sorry.
You were just yelling at me for calling them weird.
Yeah. I saw like a joke about white people when they say the swear word before the race and how it sounds racist.
Was it Bill Burr?
Maybe. But then if you say it, how was the non-racist sounding way? Oh, I'm not going to remember. It was funny. It was someone else's joke, like, but it was funny. And I just...
This fucking white guy, or if you say, this white fucking guy.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. Whatever. Continue. Suction. Tell me.
Yes, fire cupping. Yeah, so they light a cotton ball on fire.
Okay.
Okay, and they have these like long tongs, kind of, and they put it in this glass cup kind of jar thing.
It's called cupping. That's what it isn't it called cupping?
Fire cupping
Oh,
specifically, though.
okay.
I think you
Sorry.
got to specify.
Sorry.
You don't know. You got to get the right
I'm a
cups.
girl. My brain's small.
Stop. You got big brain. So they light a cotton ball on fire, have these long ass tongs type things, and they put it in the jar, and it creates this negative pressure.
Okay. Like a suction? Like
Yes.
anything
So,
suctioned?
but it's the fire and
It's
science.
science.
So then they put it on, I don't know, places on your back or wherever
Uh-huh.
is needed, wherever you need the good chi or whatever. And yeah, they put it on there, and it looks kind of painful, like when you
Yeah.
see how much skin is getting.
Yeah. I've seen
And
that
I don't know
actually.
how long they leave it on for necessarily, but and this there've been a lot of popular athletes
Mm-hmm.
that have done this.
Yeah, I think I saw
Some
celebrities do it too.
like Hall of Fame football players. Michael Phelps,
Well, if Michael
he's a
Phelps is doing it,
he's a cupper.
and he is an advocate for talk therapy. I hear his commercials all the time. Talk therapy
yeah,
or
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that works with their therapy show.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so that was weird. And then, everyone was like, "Oh, it's a shame these athletes are promoting this
Why?
stuff because it's not. You're probably more than likely you're leading people down the wrong road."
Well, it makes you feel better.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
I stuck coffee in my butthole.
Yeah, I agree. If it makes you feel better, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But some of this stuff is kind of weird. Although I also am kind of like with pharmaceuticals and stuff. I'm like, maybe there's a better way to fix it than that. So I'm all over the place apparently.
Okay, so I have a therapy that I want to do. Cuddle therapy.
Ooh.
I think I hate cuddling. I hate touching.
I think you brought this up years ago, didn't you?
What?
Cuddle therapy?
Yes, we were really drunk, I think, in a van coming home from a concert, and I kept
Yes.
talking about
And
how
I was worried you were serious.
but I think I should for what's it called? Exposure therapy. Because
Right,
I hate
yeah.
it so much. Like just get it over with and
Mhm.
maybe it'll change my mind. Because it's really like detrimental to my relationship with my children. I'm like, don't fucking touch me. I will love you from a distance, but don't touch me.
Yeah, it's very strange. You're
I
not
don't like
not a
it.
touch person.
I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, so you can there's professional cuddlers and you hire them and they just hold you and cuddle and
Professional
there
cuddlers.
are and you can go to cuddle parties and it's completely platonic. It is. Don't give me those eyes. It's like $100 an hour.
What?
I looked it up. They're called snuggle partners. Those are the
Ooh.
professionals. And because the physical like touch releases oxytocin and gets rid of
Mhm.
cortisol.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I'm so stressed out all the time. But it's proven to be an effective form of treatment for like mental health problems.
I mean, that one I could see being helpful.
I feel like it would be good for me. I'm thinking
Could be.
I'm not kidding. Like I feel like some strangers holding me. Maybe I can break through whatever this block is that makes
Maybe.
me not want to touch human beings.
Is there one nearby?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. But maybe for Christmas, it's $100 an hour. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got some neighbors that would want to cuddle.
No, I want a professional cuddle
Right. No,
partner.
you're correct. Go to the pros.
I
I get it.
do.
I get it.
They gotta cure me
Mm.
of my distaste for human touch.
Yeah, it is really weird. I had a psychology teacher in college. Basically, we went through this little exercise, but what it came down to was that, like, if you had to live life without one of your senses, touch would be the only one you shouldn't rid yourself
I'd be
of,
fucking thrilled. Really.
because it's it's very positive. Positive touch is very helpful.
I
Very
don't enjoy it.
vital in fact.
I feel, like Pepper was even just sitting next to me, like looking over my shoulder. And then the other Kansas came up next to me and I got up and I went to another couch. Like I can't do it. I don't like it. So maybe I should try cuddle therapy.
I mean, maybe it's worth a shot.
I have one for you. Actually, that's kind of mean.
What?
A sex therapist?
That's for me?
Yeah, it's not just a sex therapist, it's a sex surrogate.
Excuse me?
Yes. So you can pay somebody to it's not like a hooker, because like when you hire a hooker, her only goal is like pleasure, get it done. A
Right.
sex surrogate, you work with the surrogate and a therapist. So it's a three-way. The therapist doesn't touch, but the surrogate will. And it's for people who don't know how to have sex. I don't know.
That's from
It's no, I'm being mean. I know you know how. You sex good.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's they help you like relax while you're doing it and understand what you're doing, and it's completely platonic. I saw a lady talk about it. She had 10,000 patients throughout her lifetime.
Can I just say that completely platonic and sex don't go very well together?
They do.
No.
Oh, I promise they do.
No. What do you talk?
I've had completely platonic sex with.
I don't think that's how that works.
What do you mean?
I mean, platonic is like the opposite, isn't it?
Well, like platonic. Yeah, maybe. Whatever. Okay. But so you can hire.
Because it's purely an intellectual bond or whatever.
I don't know. We're stupid.
That's why, yeah, it's just platonic, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I cannot like you and just be friends with you and still have sex with you. I'm really good at compartmentalizing.
Isn't that kind of what we are?
We're a loving married couple.
Yes.
But yeah, so sex surrogates, that is a fun alternative therapy to me. But the fact that like you have to be with the surrogate and the therapist at once.
Right. Yeah,
and you can be certified. Like they're certified.
They're certified already.
I mean, but they have to get like paperwork and.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a professional thing.
Do you think like there's brothels that have like that wing of the brothel? It's like, over here we have the sex therapy. And all the other rooms are over here.
No, Candy and Bambi they're sex therapists too.
I mean, I was going to say, you can usually pay them to do.
No, but this is more like a mental thing.
Of course. Mental, yes. I'm just paying somebody to have sex with me.
But they like talk to you while they do it. And they're probably not pretty. The ones I saw interviewed were not someone you would probably choose to pay for sex.
Yeah, I mean, that makes me want to do it less.
But yeah, I thought that one was fun. And I'm sure people need it. And I'm sure it does good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting three-way right there, for sure.
So do you got any other alternative therapies?
Well, how about video game therapy?
Oh God. Is that a thing, or are you?
It's kind of a thing.
Are you just?
It's kind of a thing. I really only looked it up just to see if like.
So you have a way to justify you playing video games all the time.
Just to see if it exists, but I mean, it's kind of a thing.
Would you like to elaborate?
I mean, it's it helps you escape.
Well, so do drugs. That's not therapy.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe they don't want to call it therapy, but maybe
we could just add therapy to the back of everything.
Maybe drugs just are therapy.
They are. It's life's lube. That therapist I fired, she told me, I was like, I really like taking Vicodin. And she's like, go ahead, take it. And I was like, oh, you don't seem like a very good therapist. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But.
Weird. Yeah, it is. And there's a bunch of memes about it where, people are like, no, I got to go play video games. It's my therapy, and then the next shot or whatever is them raging.
Yeah.
Getting upset at this so-called therapy that they're doing. But
yeah, you guys are just saying that so you can get away with doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an excuse, but it is
It's therapeutic for you.
It is an escape. Yeah, I
Oh,
should probably play things to help me.
not be
Right.
violent.
Yeah, things that don't make me angry
Yeah.
would probably be better for my health. But
Well, then fine. TikTok is my therapy, and I will continue to obsess and spend hours of my day.
no, we don't have enough studies. We don't have enough information. We're still waiting on the latest meta-analysis
Uh-huh.
on the TikTok therapy, so it's not. We can't call it therapy
Yeah,
yet. Okay,
whatever.
we're waiting.
Well, I think that's
And
all I got on my alternative therapies.
yeah, I meant to look into one more, but this is just an honorable mention, I guess. It was something about like horse therapy, like
Oh, like equestrian.
equestrine or equestine. I forget how it was worded, but there was some weird terminology with it. It was, I think it was both for physical and mental things. They had
I
different.
mean, animals are pretty fun.
Animals are great.
Horses are fun.
Love them. Love horses. Love a good horse. Great rides sometimes. I didn't mean that to
Yeah,
sound
I've seen
sexual,
some
but
weird porns.
oh no,
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
you
That's
shouldn't
probably
say that.
illegal, right? But I didn't mean to see it. I feel like it just horse porn.
Oh, bestiality.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I didn't mean to see it. I see a lot of things I don't mean to see.
right. Yeah. I don't understand the horse stuff.
I mean, they.
What are we doing?
I don't. Yeah, I think this is road we don't want to go down.
No,
Bestiality is not a road we should go down right now.
you're right.
Yeah.
So let's do something adjacent. What do you think about furries?
Um, I get it. I would be down for fucking a furry. I would. I think I get it.
Hmm.
The I can't say words. Say it for me.
Animosity.
N- Anonymity.
Oh, sorry. Animosity is when you don't like
Yes.
someone.
Anonymity. I find that hot. Like just not knowing who. I get it. I get it.
Is that the main aspect though for
No.
you? That you,
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't mind.
like what's the is it the yeah, I don't know.
I just think it might be cool. I get it. I get it in like a sexual way. Some people just like running around in costumes for no reason, but
Right.
I I would go to a furry party.
Yeah, I mean,
Would
I
you?
think it's a little. It's let's be honest. It can it's a little off the wall, but
That's
um.
like those holes in the bathroom
Oh
walls.
yeah, that's no, definitely
How
not.
is that not the same? You're fucking something.
As far as being anonymous, yes, but I don't know if that's the whole furry thing. I mean, maybe it is, but
I feel like everything comes back to sex.
I thought it was well, but I'm just saying I thought it was more like the personifying the animals.
I mean, yeah,
I
I
thought that
guess.
was doing it for him.
Maybe, yeah.
But I mean, I would probably try it once.
Let's go have sex with furries. Let's make a date.
Whoa, hold on.
I'm sure there's a party somewhere. Let's go.
What are we, swingers all of a
Date
sudden?
night. That's not a swinger. We're having sex with a stuffed animal.
Okay, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. But I will always remember the time that we were going to see the Nutcracker
Uh-huh.
out in Rosemont,
Yeah.
and unbeknownst to us, there was a
Oh yeah,
furry
the
convention
convention.
was
Yeah.
happening like right next door. So
Yeah.
we saw
Yeah.
a bunch of these
Well,
people
we're going next year,
running
so
that way.
strap in.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Bet. We'll have a whole episode about it. Content.
But apparently, around that convention, there's some interesting activity going on at some nearby hotels. So
Yeah, I accidentally stayed at a swinger hotel before. I mean, not at a swinger hotel, but a swinger
whoops.
convention at a hotel.
Mm.
And I remember like people kept coming up to me like, nope, nope, I don't belong with you guys.
Not here for that. Not here for that.
I mean, I'm all about it. I had a girlfriend who lived the swinger lifestyle, a friend,
Right.
and she's totally normal, like important job, wears a suit and heels to work. And she's a freaky deek behind closed doors. And I'm all about it. She asked me to come to a party once, and there was a fun word that I would be, not like a word for newbie or someone who's just coming to check it out. And I was like, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I'm ready. So I declined the invitation. But I would still go to a furry sex party.
Yikes.
Well, on that note,
Yes.
I think we should go.
You're right. We have overextended our
welcome here.
Yes, we are no longer welcome here.
All right, you guys. Well, we will see you soon on We'll Make You.
Bye-bye.
Bye, bitch.